or what?
Wow. It is very difficult to understand. I don't know. Something is interrupting your emission. Wow.
I just came from the gym and I'm ready to attend the speaking encounter.
Okay. We're gonna wait for 2 more minutes to see if somebody else joins in, and then if not, then we start the class. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. So let's wait for 2 more minutes. Okay. Leonardo.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, I guess nobody else is joining the class. All right. Anyway, so we should start the class now. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, let's turn on the cameras so we can recognize each other.
Okay. I haven't taken a shower. I just came from the gym, so I'm a little sweat. But because I didn't remember if the meeting was at 10 a.m. or 10:30. So
No, we're gonna have class every single Saturday and Sunday at 10. Okay.
at 10. Okay.
Yeah, like from 10 to 11:30. Okay?
Oh,
That's the idea. Okay, Leonardo, I want you to tell me a little bit about you. What do you do? What semester are you in? The things that you like? Where do you live? The things that you don't like? All those things.
I with my family, my dad and sisters. I six.
Leonardo, it's very difficult to
Well,
understand. Hold on. It's very difficult to the communication is kind of, and it's like going, coming, going, coming. I don't know. It's quite strange though.
maybe it's my internet connection.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
I am from Cartagena and I live in Cartagena with my family, my two sisters, my dad, and my mom. I am 26 years old. Um, I am in sixth semester of degree, bachelor degree.
Yeah.
How do you yes?
Yeah. Bachelor's degree.
Okay. I really like working now at the gym. I love going to the beach with my friends, having some fun. Um, I don't like to drink beers. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like drinking. Yes, I think that I get drunk uh, uh, a couple of times, but it was horrible for me. So
Yeah.
I said that I won't drink again. Um, what else? I wanted to be a dentist, but things doesn't didn't work in that way for me. So I started to study English,
Oh,
and then I had some opportunity to work as a teacher. So I
yeah.
decided to do it professionally because I mean, if you are going to do the things, you have to do it very well, or don't do it.
Exactly. Very good. That's true. That's very nice. So you're teaching right now?
Well, actually, I'm not teaching right now. I am doing other things. I have my own business. I sell things and things like that.
Okay, that's good.
But I had yes, I've had experience as a teacher.
Oh, you haven't had. Okay, that's good. I mean, one day this is a a very good opportunity to become a teacher by studying this
Yeah.
specific course. I mean, very nice. All right, I just want to tell you some things about the course. 60%, I mean 60 points. Every single meeting is 60 points. So the overall is very heavy. So for example, right now you are the only one attending
Okay.
this conference, this encounter. There's two of them that are not. So that means that they're losing 60% of your grade. 60 points.
Okay.
60 points. So if you join all of them, you're gonna get a great grade. Okay. So try to be here every single Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. Are we clear? Okay, that's very good. Excellent. Okay. Have you seen the units of this course?
No, I haven't.
You haven't? Okay, it's very important that you do because the topics that we're going to be talking here are related to those units. Okay? And those topics, you're gonna have some like an evaluation or a small quiz related to the activities that are on those units. So it's very important that you practice and that you go over those units so you can have a better idea of what to do. Okay? So it is very important. Once again, my name is John Alexander Ospina. I'll be your tutor for this semester on this particular subject. Um, and this is Intermediate English 1. And we're going to have a good mm, journey here as long as we have good communication. So I think it's very important that you practice your English, that you communicate with me in English as much as you can. Probably there are going to be some topics or some descriptions in which I need to switch into Spanish, but that's gonna be very minimum. Okay. One of the main topics that this unit has is called disasters. Okay, I just put the word there, and I want you to tell me what comes to mind with the word disaster. What is that? What comes to mind?
Well, this is a complex vocabulary.
It is disaster, but it's a very similar word in Spanish.
Yes, I
But
know,
what
but
comes?
I mean, of the all the natural disasters. I mean, I need start to study the.
Yeah, but what do you know? What comes to mind? For example, with natural disasters, what is the first thing that comes to your head?
Is one the nature
Oh,
very for human being. It's raining so much, so we have bad. I don't know how to say.
bad weather,
Uh,
bad weather conditions, bad conditions.
yes, yes, the weather changed extremely, uh,
Yeah,
and, and that affects people.
it does. I mean, very good. Yes, that's basically what I need to tell me a little bit. The first thing that comes to mind about natural disasters, yes, it's raining a lot. It's raining too much. That is causing a lot of difficult situations. What I want you to
Yes,
do is that I'm going to be sharing you this link. I want you to go there. You see the link?
yes,
Okay, I want you to click on that link and I want you to go there. Let me know when you are in the link.
okay, it's open.
Let me know when it's open. Is it open?
Okay, yes,
Okay, Leonardo, one thing that I want you to do is to look at those words. You're going to see some 10 words there. Those 10 words are going to be in the units that you do. Okay? So it's very important for probably the words that you do not know to copy them and to memorize them. Okay? Because they are going to be on the exam. So for example,
yes,
the first word that you see there is avalanche, right? You see it?
avalanche. Yes,
And it's pronounced
uh,
avalanche.
avalanche.
Very nice. Perfect. Great, great, great. But we are going to be reading the definition. Look at the definition of the word avalanche. And
Okay,
avalanche, go ahead, read it.
okay. An avalanche is the large movement of snow down the side of a mountain. They occur when snow becomes too loose and as it slides down, it mixes with air and water to cause a powerful and dangerous disasters.
Perfect. Okay, Leonardo, look, it is very important not to write the word in Spanish. So you write the word in English and then you write down the words that you think are connected to that word. So which word from the definition do you think are connected?
Um, okay, avalanche is alert. Uh,
Maybe the word snow, don't you think?
okay,
Maybe the
snow.
word, yeah, exactly. Snow has to do, has is related with the word avalanche.
Okay, yes,
Yeah, don't you think?
yes, yes, yes.
Yes, maybe something else. Maybe snow becomes too loose and it slides down
Yes.
and it slides down. That also it is very important for you to recognize and to memorize. Okay? Let me know when you
Yes,
finish.
yes, teacher.
Very good. The next word is drought.
How do you pronounce
Drought.
drought?
Perfect. Very good. It is drought. A drought
Okay.
happens when there has been no rain in a place for a long time. The land becomes too dry and it is impossible to grow any plants or vegetables on the land. Droughts sometimes occur in very hot countries. A drought may result in a famine. This is when there is not enough food to feed the people and they start to starve, die from not eating. Okay, so based on this definition, drought, what is drought?
Is is when it doesn't rain so much in a place, and
Perfect.
the
So
the
stop
earth
it. Okay,
becomes
good.
dry.
Write that down. Write what you just said, write it down so you can understand what the word drought means.
Ready.
Very nice. Now the next word is earthquake. Can you read
Uh,
it for me?
okay. Okay. An earthquake occurs when the plates of the earth start to move and the ground begins to move and shake. Earthquakes can range from the very big, which can destroy cities, to the very small, which you might not even notice. The size of earthquakes is measured on the Richter scale.
Very
Okay.
good. So what words can you copy from the word earthquake?
Okay. Earthquake is a movement of the earth that
Very
can
good.
be as big or as big that can cause a big disaster, or a small that people can not notice.
Exactly. Very good. So write that down so you can understand what it means.
Finish, teacher.
Okay, very good. The next one is flood. Okay,
Fluid.
flood.
Yes.
Exactly. And a flood occurs when a large amount of water covers the land. Too much rain usually causes floods. Floods also happen when the water level in the river becomes too high. As sea level continues to rise, the risk of flooding increases. So look, what particular words can you copy from here?
Okay. Flood is when it's rained a lot, and that water cannot go anywhere, and start the level of the water in the city start to cause damage.
Exactly. Very good. Excellent. That's what you need to write down.
Okay.
Oh, fine. Very good. The next one is forest fire or wildfire. Okay, that's how we pronounce it. And please read it
Forest
for me.
fire,
Hmm.
okay, or wildfire.
Perfect. Very good.
Usually, during a hot, dry summer forest fires occur. They may be started by people or by lightning in storms. These huge fires spread easily because of wind and the dry conditions. And the dry conditions. California has a forest fire season when the risk of fire is high.
Very good. So based on this, what is that?
Okay, uh, a forest fire uh, is a fire that is a fire that starts most of the time by people.
Yeah.
Uh, maybe for a cigarette or a piece of glass, and
Exactly.
also by the natural conditions. Okay.
Very nice. Exactly. Very good.
Okay.
Done? Okay. The next word is hurricane or typhoon. Okay.
Typhoon.
Exactly.
Typhoon or typhoon? Typhoon.
Typhoon. Foon, like with a
Typhoon.
U. Exactly.
Okay.
Whenever you have
You.
a word with two O's, is a U. Okay. Sounds like an
Okay.
U. Very nice. And a hurricane, which originally means big wind, is most likely to occur in late summer in America. They are caused by low air pressure and thunderstorm and result in strong winds and heavy rain. When they happen in the Atlantic Ocean, we call them hurricanes. However, they are called typhoons when they happen in the Pacific Ocean. Okay, so from here, what can we write?
Okay. A hurricane is basically a big wind, right?
Yeah, that's
Uh,
right.
with a lot of strength. Fuerza. How do you say fuerza?
Strength.
Yes, with a big strength.
With air pressure, right? With a lot of air pressure. So write that down.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
Very nice. The next one is landslide. Okay? Landslide. Read it for me.
Landslide. Okay. A landslide happens on a slope like a mountain or a hill. The rocks and earth become loose and fall down to the slope. When the soil slope is wet, may occur.
A mudslide may occur. Very good. Excellent. So what can we copy from here?
A landslide occur when the earth of the mountain becomes loose, right?
Okay, that's good. That's fine. That's all you need to write. You need to write anything else. Very good.
Done, teacher. I finished.
Very good. The next one is lightning.
Lightning.
Very good. Lightning occurs when electricity comes down from the sky and hits the ground. Lightning strikes can typically be 30,000 Celsius and travel at 60,000 miles per second. Thunder is the loud sound that we hear soon after a flash of lightning. So what can we write?
Okay. A lighting is a flash of lighting uh, that comes from a store.
Exactly. Very good.
Okay, teacher.
Very nice. The next one is tornado.
Tornado.
Exactly as pronounced tornado. A tornado, which is casually known as a twister, is a very large column of wind that spins around very quickly. Tornadoes happen in most places around the world, but are most common in America. The power of a tornado can cause the winds to destroy houses and pick up and throw heavy items. What can we write from tornado?
Well, that a tornado is a very large column of wind
Very nice.
that move very quickly
Very nice.
and can destroy whatever it found in the way, right?
In the way. Very good. Excellent.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, the last one is volcanic eruptions.
Volcanic eruptions.
Yeah, and I want you to read it.
Okay. Eruptions. When okay, how do you pronounce volcano? Volcano or
No,
volcano?
volcano.
Volcano. Okay.
Exactly.
When a volcano erupts, it sends hot and red lava flowing from
Flowing.
its top.
Exactly.
Flowing from its tops. Lava is a type of liquid rock that, when cools, turns back into rock. Lava is magma, which comes from below the crust of the earth. Eruptions are caused by the plates of the earth moving and the pressure makes magma push up through the cracks in the earth.
Very good. So what can we write about volcano?
Okay. A volcano. Okay. A volcanic eruptions is okay.
We can, for example, we can choose those words. Look at those words there. Red lava,
La,
magma. I mean, those words, we can write them down. We writing those, we know what volcano is. Okay? So write
okay.
those words down and that'll be it.
No, no. Okay.
Perfect, very good. This is very important because, as I told you before, these words are going to be in the units, in the exercises that you guys need to do in this particular level. Okay, so it's very important to recognize them, to understand them, to have a good definition for them, so we can do a good job in the units. Now, at the bottom, you will see like an exercise there. Do you see it?
Yes.
With some fill in the blanks. And that's what we're going to be doing together. So, for example, in the first one, can you read it?
Okay. Okay. The skiers are missing after the skiers.
Very nice.
Okay. Skiers are missing after okay. The avalanche.
The avalanche. Let's click on avalanche to see what happens. Okay. So we click on
Okay.
avalanche. And why avalanche and no landslide or drought or flood? Why not? And why avalanche?
Okay. Because in the statement where the subject is skiers, the noun is the noun is skiers, and skiers is a person, right? Who yes,
Yeah, they're
who
people.
make sports in the snow, right?
Exactly. So right here we can choose the word skiers and maybe in the Alps as well. In the Alps because that
Yeah.
gives us an idea that it should be something made of snow, right? Very
Yeah.
good. So avalanche, yeah, very good. The second one, read it.
Okay. After them, all the houses were left underwater. Okay. After the flood, all the houses were left underwater, right?
Very good. Why flood?
Okay, because in the statement, a high level of water in the sea, the houses left.
Maybe the word underwater that gives you an idea what flood means, right? Very nice. Excellent. So
Yeah.
let's click on flood to see what happens at the end. Now, the next one, can you read it, Leonardo?
High buildings are often hit by okay. High buildings are often okay, like well, high buildings are often hit by lightning during storms.
By lightning. Very good.
By
Very good. Maybe, yeah. What? Because of the high buildings, maybe, right?
because high building and also the storms.
Exactly. Very good. So they're very tall, and we can connect it with the word lightning. Very good. The next one.
Okay, it took firefighters 3 days to put out the first fire. It took firefighters 3 days to put out the forest fire,
Very
right?
good. Why? Because of the word. Which one?
Well, we are talking about a forest fire, and the person who can out the fire is a firefighters, right?
Firefighter. Very good. A firefighter are the ones that put down the fires. So yeah, that's the connection. Excellent. What about the next one?
3 months without rain has caused a drought. Okay, 3 months without rain has caused drought in Africa.
Very good. Because of the 3 months without rain. So that gives
Yes.
us like the definition of what the word means. Excellent. Very good. The next one.
Um, uh, uh, occurs when loose rocks down landslide. Okay. A landslide
Mhm.
occurs when loose land and rocks fall down a mountain.
Very good. And which words are the connection of landslide there? Which one?
The loose land and the rock. Uh, yes, the loose land and the rocks.
Exactly. Very good. They fall down at a mountain. Excellent. Beautiful. The next one.
Um, they pick up the car and threw it. So yeah, that's an incredible strong wind. Okay. The tornado picked up the car and threw it 100 meters into the air. That's an incredible strong wind, right?
Very good. And what's the connection? Which words there are the connection of tornado?
Okay. Because it picked up the car and threw it, and also the strong wind.
Very nice. Excellent. Look at the next one. A big storm in the Pacific is known as a what?
I'm not sure. Uh,
Look at the definition then. Look at the definition of the word
a
on the
big
top.
storm. Yes. I think that it's okay. A big storm in the Pacific is known as a typhoon, right?
Okay. Why? Why typhoon?
Mm, uh, I'm not sure because I know that it can be a hurricane, but
Mhm. But remember that in the definition it says that when it's in the Pacific, it is called a typhoon. Okay.
okay,
When it's in the Atlantic, it is called a hurricane. Okay. So that's the difference. So
okay.
yes, it is typhoon. Very good. The next one.
They shook my house last night. It was okay. Okay. The earthquake shook my house last night. It was 3.5 on the Richter scale
Very good. And why earthquake and not lightning or tornado or flood?
because well, talking about the level of earthquake and the Richter scale.
Exactly. Very good. And the Richelieu scale is basically only for measuring earthquakes. Excellent.
Okay.
Very good. The last one. Mount Fuji in Japan is a famous what?
Mount Fuji is a famous volcano, right?
It's a famous volcano. Very good. Click on it and then check answers. See how it goes.
Okay.
And you tell me any mistakes or everything was perfecto.
Everything was perfect.
Very
Correct.
good. Excellent. That's the idea. Very good. Do you have any
Yes.
questions for this particular activity?
No, I think it was an interesting activity because I didn't know anything about this vocabulary, so it was magnificent.
Yeah, that's good. And that's what we need. I need you to increase your vocabulary. Okay?
Uh,
The
yes,
idea, the main idea now is for you to memorize them. Okay?
yes,
And to try to understand what they mean. Okay? So, once again, because in the units, you're going to have this vocabulary again and you need to do some activities related to this, so it's very important that you memorize them, that you practice them, that you keep them in your head. Like what is a landslide, you know what that is, so you can also give me descriptions of them in the next class. Okay, another topic that is very important is the following. Hold on, let me just do something here. Let me share the screen with you. Okay,
okay, teacher.
I'm gonna share the screen. Let me know when you see my screen.
Yes, I'm watching your screen.
Okay, very good. What do you see there?
Okay. Okay. Bird terms review.
Exactly, very good. In this particular unit, you're also going to see four important verb tenses. They are the past tense, the present perfect, the present simple, and the future. Okay? So you're going to see those four tenses again as practice. Probably you have seen this before, but this is just to practice. This is why it's called a review. Okay, Leonardo?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so right here, can you read this? The importance of time. Can you read that for me? Verb tenses.
Okay. The importance of time. Okay. Verb tense expresses the time of an event or action. Time and how it is expressed in writing is very important to English readers. The English language has 12 different tenses. In the lesson, we will review the meaning of each verb.
Okay,
Of it.
but in this case, we're going to be reviewing is four of them. Okay.
Okay.
Do you know the simple present tense? Do you know what that is?
Yes.
Okay, very good. But let's go a little bit. Let's go over a little bit, not too much. We're going to take on this only today and maybe a little bit of time tomorrow. Okay, because it's just for practice and practice and practice. Anyway, so for example, the simple present tense expresses a habit or often repeated action. Adverbs of frequency such as often, seldom, sometimes, never, etc. are used with these tenses. Now, look at the example at the bottom. She goes
Okay.
to work every day. That's one. And the second one is they always eat lunch together. Now, you see a line there, right? A line which is in the middle. In the middle of what? In the middle of the past and in the middle of the future. Obviously, past is on the left hand side, and future will be on the right hand side. Okay, so that's the idea.
Okay.
So the middle represents the present of the things that you do. Sometimes even every day. Every day you do. So what do you do every day? Tell me something that you do every day.
Okay. I always go to the gym in the morning.
Okay, so that's present simple because you do it frequently. Okay,
Yes.
something that you do maybe every 8 days.
Mm, mm, I don't know. Maybe uh oh
Maybe go out with friends.
yes, exactly. I
Yeah. Mhm.
go out with my friends. Right?
Yeah. Every what?
Okay. I go out with my friends every Saturday. Maybe.
Very nice. That's very good. That's every 8 days. Excellent. Something that you probably do every 6 months. I don't know, visit someplace. I don't know, something like that. What?
Well, I travel to Barranquilla each
Very nice. So there you go. That's the use of simple present. And simple present is basically the use of those particular words that you see there. So that's clear, right?
Okay, teacher. Yes.
Very. This is another example. Is also to express truth, facts that are timeless. So, for example, snow falls in December in Minnesota. That is something that happened and it is a fact, something that happens for real. Water boils, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. This is a fact, something that is true. That is also the use of present simple or simple present, okay?
Okay, teacher.
The next one is the simple past. And as the word says it, are events that happen on the past. Okay, there's here one thing right here that is very important. And it's a little bit confusing as well. That, for example, look at the first example. I visited my sister yesterday. And the second one, we went out to dinner last night. There's two different verb tenses in the past. One of them is called regular and the other one is called irregular. The regular ones are the ones that finished in ed, like the first example. And the irregular are the ones that the word changes completely, as the second example. Is that clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. This is something that you should know. But anyway, I'm just giving you this so you can remember a little bit of what it means. Now, give me an example of things that you did yesterday, or the things that you did yesterday.
Um, I worked out at the gym yesterday.
Okay.
I I ate fish for lunch yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I didn't work yesterday.
You didn't? Okay.
Yes.
Excellent.
Well,
Very good.
I stayed at home yesterday. Yeah.
Very nice. Excellent. Very good. What about things that you did last year that maybe are very signify for you, very important that you did last year?
Well, last year I studied a lot and my English and I could improve. I improved my English. You can say,
Okay, very good.
right?
Excellent. What did you do in order to improve your English?
Well, I practiced with a pair of friends that also study English.
Yeah,
So we organized some meetings to interact and speaking all that we did of things that we regularly do in a normal day. So that was the way that I practiced my English last year.
nice. Very good. Excellent. And that's something that you should continue doing. Excellent. Now
Okay.
we have, okay, this is another example of the simple past. So the simple past is used to describe actions or events that are now completed or not longer true in the present. I attend MJC in 1994. That's something that happened in the past and it's not happening anymore. The next one, I saw a movie. I saw a movie every weekend when I was a teenager. I don't see movies very much anymore. Very good. Something that happened before but is not constantly at this very moment. Now we have another one that is called the present perfect. Are you familiarized with the present perfect?
Yes.
Yes, very good. And the present perfect is which one? Can you read it for me?
Mhm. The present perfect is used to talk about an event that began in the past and continues up to the present.
Very good. Such as the example. He has lived in Modesto for 2 years. This means that this person started living 2 years ago in this place and still lives there. Okay? So that's the idea. Do you understand the definition of present perfect?
Could you repeat, teacher?
Do you understand the definition of present perfect?
Yes, it's an activity that we start to do in the past, but we continues with that actions, right?
Very good. So can you give me an example then?
Well, I have studied English since I was in 11th grade.
Very nice. Since I was in 11th grade. Excellent. There's another example here. Yeah, very good. The present perfect is also used to talk about an event that was completed in the past, but the specific time of the event is not important. So, for example, I have seen that movie before, something that already happened in the past and it stayed in the past. He has already visited Vietnam. Specific days and times are not mentioned, which are very descriptive. The next one, the last one, is the future. And for future, we use will and going to, such as the example. Tomas will graduate in June, and Maria is going to go to Mexico next week. So are these tenses clear for you? It seems like yes, right?
Yes,
Very
yes.
nice. But I want you to practice them because it's very important for those quizzes that you will be taking on the next time. We're going to be closing my screen now. Very good. And I'm going to be sharing with you another link. Give me 1 second. Okay, in this link that I just shared with you, There are a lot of exercises related to these topics, okay? Present simple, present perfect, past, and future. I want you to go over them, not during this time, but maybe on your free time, okay? And do some exercises related to these topics because you're going to see them on the units, okay?
Okay.
Very good. Today we're gonna have a very short class because I'm waiting for the rest of the students to join, and they just wrote to me and they told me that tomorrow they'll be joining. Okay.
Yeah.
I want you to tell me some examples of future tenses, for example.
Well,
Give me some
uh,
plans that you have for the future. What are you planning?
yes. Some plans that I have for the future is that I am going to travel to Canada in a couple of years because I will improve my English in Canada and also I will learn French in Canada.
Nice.
Mm,
And what are your
uh,
plans? What do you want to do there?
well, at first I I will study and also I will meet people and I also want to know the country, the cultures, and I don't know, maybe if I like a lot,
Very nice.
I probably will get a job and I'll stay in Canada. Maybe I don't know.
That'll be a nice opportunity. And when are you
Yes.
planning to do that? When? For when?
Well, first I wanted to start to finish my career and maybe I don't know, maybe in a couple of years, it would be good for me in a couple of years.
That's good.
Um,
Yeah, very good. Excellent. And where are you planning on leaving?
what?
When are you planning to leave? A couple of years, but when specifically?
Well, I am not sure about that
Hmm.
many things in the future. I think that things happened and we start to see the things more
Of
clearer
course. Yeah,
in the
exactly.
future. Yes.
And are you planning to come back?
Yes, at first I will study maybe know people, know places, and to organize an idea of what I can do in Canada. And then I will come back to Cartagena and I don't
Hmm.
know and and I think that I reorganize many things and
Yeah,
take a decision. Is it take
that's
a decision or had a decision?
to
Yes.
take.
Okay.
To take.
Take a decision. Maybe.
Okay. Excellent. I mean, those are pretty good plans. And if you're going to have a positive mind, you can always accomplish it and you can always do it. That's very good. Leonardo, let's go over a little bit of the vocabulary that I gave you at the beginning of the class, okay? It's very important that you look at them and to try to memorize them, not to look at the notes that you have, but just to recognize them by themselves, okay? So once again, for example, what are some characteristics of the word avalanche? Some characteristics. Tell me some characteristics of that word.
Okay. Snow, snows, Alps, and mm, yes.
Okay, what about the word drought?
Okay. No rain, and it's very dry,
Hmm.
and no plants or trees grew up groups.
Where
Grew
do
up.
we usually see droughts and what particular places of Earth?
dry.
Where? Where? Locations. Where do we see droughts in the world?
In the world is we can see droughts in Africa.
In Africa, in deserts, right? And desert always. Very nice. What about earthquakes? Where do we see earthquakes?
Well, is a big or a small movement of the earth.
Yeah.
Yes.
And where location, where particular around the world do we see most earthquakes?
Okay. Earthquake. We can see more earthquakes in Asia.
In Asia. Very good.
Asia.
Asia. Very good. Excellent. And and what about floods? What are some particular characteristics of the word flood?
Where we can in Colombia we can see a lot of flood. There a particular things of flood is so much water in
Yeah.
the same place,
And
right?
since in Colombia rains too much, right? In Colombia rains too much, and we see a lot of floods very often. Excellent. What about forest fire? Where we see forest fires?
We can see forest fire in USA. In USA, there are a lot of forest fire.
Hmm.
Wow.
Particularly in California. In California, you see a lot of forest fires because of the hot temperatures and because California is also recognized for having so many forests. So that's another thing. What about hurricanes?
Okay. Hurricanes are a big wind with a big air pressure
Hmm.
uh, that can destroy everything in the way.
Exactly. And there was one last week, right? There was one last week near the Atlantic Ocean, and it was very big, and it destroyed a lot of things, a lot of damage, and also we had like how do you call that? Like some small particles of that specific hurricane. So we also had some effects. This particular section of the world. Very good. What
Yeah.
about landslide?
Landslide. Landslide. Okay. Landslide is when the earth when there is loose earth in the mountain and it falls down, right?
Exactly. Very good.
And
That's what.
it happens a lot in Colombia. In, yes,
Yeah, it happens a lot because of rain as well, right? Because of rain.
yes.
What about lightning? What particular things
Okay.
do you remember?
Okay. Well, a lightning is an electricity flashlight that comes caused by a storm, right?
Exactly. Excellent. Very good. And we see a lot of lightnings here in Colombia as well, right?
Yes.
Very nice. Tornadoes. What about tornadoes? What comes to mind?
Well, a tornado is a huge column
Yeah.
of earth uh, that okay, that
And
goes to
and
the
you can
way and
say
destroy everything. Yes.
exactly. And you can say that it picks up many things on the air because of the pressure
Exactly.
that it has, right? And what about the last one? Volcanic eruptions.
Okay. Volcano
Yeah.
volcanic eruption. Is very dangerous. That
Yeah.
is
Well, I lost your speech there.
well, our volcanic eruptions is a very dangerous uh,
Mhm.
disaster
Yeah,
because the magma is a liquid very hot, extremely hot, and
yeah.
it can it's um can destroy everything, right?
Can destroy a lot of things. All right,
Yes.
Leonardo. So we're gonna stop the class here. Okay. Tomorrow we're gonna try to join the other students so we can have a more communicative approach and we can talk about different things and related to the unit, of course, but it will be nice to have more participation of the other students. So for today we're going to leave it here and tomorrow at 10. Okay, Leonardo?
Bye bye.
So have a great day. Okay, goodbye.
The same. Bye.
Okay, bye bye.